Everybody get your fucking hands up.
Build something 100 people of, not something 1 million people kind of like. Repetition doesn't create memories. New experiences do. Culture is simply a shared way of doing something with passion. Never assume you can't do something. Push yourself to redefine the boundaries. Belonging has always been a fundamental driver of humankind. Think of the imagination as a giant stone from which we carve out new ideas. As we chip away our new ideas become more polished and refined. But if you start by editing your imagination, you start with a tiny stone. If you want to create a great product, just focus on one person. Make that one person have the most amazing experience ever. Culture is 1,000 things, 1,000 times. It's living, the core values when you hire, when you write an email, when you are working on a project, when you are walking in the hall. The stuff that matters in life is no longer stuff. It's other people, it's relationships, it's experience. Unless you have fixed costs, you don't need any capital to create a prototype. Ideally, your co-founders with sweat equity can create the product themselves. When we started Airbnb, I had no idea about the people we would meet or the friendships I would make. CEOs are often chief product officers, but for me to say I'm a chief product officer when my product is a community, I really be thinking of myself as head of this community. I think I've always been pretty shameless about seeking out people much smarter and much more experienced than me from the very beginning. When you are in someone's home, in their bed, you see the world from their eyes. You understand the is not so other. I think the key that makes Airbnb is the fact that we're a community, not just a series of commodities. Our shared vision of belonging is the thread that weaves through every touchpoint on Airbnb. People don't use Airbnb to trust people more. They use it because they want to get a better sense of the culture and to save money. Buying a product was that in someone else's shoes. Whatever the press is talking about, They want to keep talking about it. So instead of asking yourself, how can I get them to start talking about me? Figure out a way to get yourself involved in what they're already talking about. Travel is a new experience that can transport you out of your everyday routine to create memories with the ones you love. The office is the laboratory, and meeting your users is like going with a field. You can't just stay a lab, and it's not just asking users what they want. It's about seeing what they're doing. My life is longer because of the journeys I have taken. Customers are willing to try new things, and if you can survive, you will have fewer competitors. It's like entering the eye of the storm. As long as you are strong enough to survive, you can end up in still water by yourself. I think the next big thing in music, and it's kind of because I come from the tech industry. I think it's the platform. Spotify is incredibly interesting. And the platform becoming the star. I'm not saying the whole world will work this way, but with Airbnb, people are sleeping in other people's homes and other people's beds. So there's a level of trust necessary to participate that's different from an eBay or Facebook. In June 2010, I moved out of my apartment and I have been mostly homeless ever since. Off and on, I just live in Airbnb apartments and I check in every week in different homes in San Francisco. The culture is what creates the foundation for all future innovation. If you break the culture, you break the machine that creates your products. Our perception of time is really driven by our perception being unfamiliar, vivid, and new. No matter how certain I am about some culture or some group of people, my opinions are only as accurate as the amount of time I've spent with them. The people with the passports, the people who travel more, tend to be the most understanding, and it's ironic that the people who travel the least have the strongest opinions about the people they've never met.